double check on the stream, and then we can actually start the interview itself. Okay. Okay. Let me my Twitch chat. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. Please say something.
Okay, testing.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Okay, it's working. 1, 2, 3, 1. Please say something.
Okay, testing.
Perfect.
Hello.
Perfect. Okay. I just always double check everything in order to make sure that Twitch is not messing up my settings.
Okay.
But yeah, it's working fine. Okay, I will sit into my original position here as I'm always saying, and please, ladies and gentlemen, let us know if we can start. If you're on your end, everything is working fine. There is no lag, no voice quality issue on my end. Please let us know, ladies and gentlemen. We also double check it again, and then we can start. We also double check it again, and then we can start. Okay, it seems everything is working fine. Let me know, dear one, if we can start. Let me know.
Yeah, sure, we can start.
Nice. So welcome everyone in the very new episode of my Dev Live show. Today I'm joined with JUAN David Galindo. I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Please let me know if not. He's the creator.
Okay.
It's okay? Okay, thank you. He is the creator of the game called Minekeeper. I was blown away by this game when I first saw it, and I was like, hey, I need to make an interview with this person who created this game. So I'm very thankful and very honored that you joined us for today's episode of my Dev Live show. Like I'm always saying, let's start with a little bit of introduction. So please introduce yourself for us.
Well, my name is Juan David Galindo.
Okay.
So yeah, I started making games like 10 years, around 10 years ago.
Okay.
But Minekeeper is my first commercial game,
I see.
or at least I'm trying to be a commercial success with it.
I see.
I've been working on this game. I started in 2022. By the end of 2022, we started like with a game jam. Last year, I started working full time on this. Yeah, that's my background.
Thank you for that. So my very first question would be, what was your very first contact with video games as a player, if you remember those times of your past?
I don't know because I was very young when I played my first game, so it was Super Mario for Nintendo 64, and I didn't know what was a video game, so I was just playing and having fun, and I did not have like a concept about video games.
I see.
So I just was having fun. Yeah, that was my first experience with video games.
I see. What was the transition moment in your life when you realized that, hey, I love playing video games, but I would also like to and love to make video games, even if it's a career or a hobby? What was that first time that it was a light bulb moment in your life that, hey, I would like to work on video games?
There's no specific point, but
Okay.
I always been very like I always wanted to be a creator,
I see.
and I spent so many hours playing video games,
I see.
and I was imagining I imagine myself like doing things like that. I remember that I was playing and my mind was like, I will put something more here,
I
or
see,
I
I
will
see,
increase
I
the
see,
difficulty. So that's always my mindset. So yes, it's like something. It was progressing, like my feelings about video games, and yeah. So there is no specific point, but I was evolving on my mindset about video games,
I
and
see,
at some point, I was dreaming with doing my own video games. I was very young, and I remember that I was putting some notes in my on a notepad, and that was the start. Because when I was very young, I didn't know how to program or how to code. So
I see,
my way to imagine doing video games was writing things on a notepad, and
I
yeah,
see,
that's how I started on this.
I see, I see. You mentioned that for so many years it was just a hobby for you, and then you started to make your first commercial game. What was the causing effect that for so many years you made games
But
just for yourself and not for the public, not for the people to consume as
yeah,
players?
well, it was not a hobby at all,
Okay,
because
okay, okay, okay.
I was doing freelance,
Oh, okay,
so
okay,
I was
okay. Oh,
working.
I see,
Yes,
I see,
I
I see,
yeah, I was programming for other people.
I see, I see, I see, I
Yeah,
see,
yeah, I started programming in the Unity
I see,
engine for other people, so I was doing freelance, and but I always wanted to start doing my own things.
I see, I see. So let's flip my question by my misunderstanding. So what was the causing effect by that you haven't started your first own personal game, but you started working for others? Since you told me that you always wanted to make your own games.
Yeah. Do you mean how I decide to start making
No, no,
my
no, no, no.
own?
Like almost, almost. But my question goes deeper than that. Like, what was the causing effect behind the decision that you haven't started making your own games, but you've worked for other companies? Since you told me that
Uh, yeah,
you worked for other companies, but then you decided to make your own game. But you always wanted to make your own game from the beginning,
yeah.
right? For those 10 years. So what was the causing effect behind that decision that you haven't started for the first time to make your own game for so many years?
Well, it's very simple. I needed the money,
I see, I see, I
so
see, I see, I
yeah.
see.
So I wanted to make a living, and also make something helpful
I
for the
see,
future. So
I see,
I think that I thought the best way to do this is working on games and earn money. So that way I was also I I could make a living, and
I see,
also get experience for the future. So in the future I can
I see.
do my own game. So I think it was the right decision at the moment, because I need to sustain a living,
True, true. It's
and
understandable, yeah.
and yeah, at the same time getting experience
I see,
for this moment.
I see. Okay. A personal question from me would be: were your family members, close friends, and parents supportive about this decision of yours that you started working in the video game industry? How do you feel about it?
Um, it's it was okay.
Okay.
Always, I mean, nobody told me about not doing
I see, I
that.
see, I see, I see.
Uh, but yeah, I always feel supported by my family,
Okay.
and my friends. So they were very happy when I told them that I was starting this project full time.
I see.
I was not. I will not be working for others anymore, or
They
at least
probably
for
knew
some
that you
time.
had this dream, right? So they probably
Yeah,
always knew.
yeah, yeah. They always knew, because when we talk about this, I always told them that at some point I will do this.
I see, I see, I see, I see. Was it, by the way, stressful or sad for you to go on this road that you always wanted to make your game, but you had to wait for the perfect moment to have everything in your bag in order to start your very first project, your personal project?
Yeah, some yeah. It was like uh, I always had some patience for it.
I see.
I always knew that the moment would come. But yeah, at some point, it's like yeah, you had doubts if you really could do it.
I see. I see.
But here we are. So
And I'm
yeah,
happy
it
for
was
you that you are here and that you are making this
yeah,
game. So
yeah.
thank
I'm
you
making
for
the game.
that. You made the first step
So
in order to do it. So it's very nice. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's very nice. But it was a long time before the moment came. So yeah, I'm happy that I could do it.
True, true.
So let's see what is next.
True, true, true. So I'm very much interested in what was the influence behind the story and the setting of Mindkeeper, because it's an awesome game, like I said, and it's also about mental health and maintaining mental health, right? It's a very important topic, in my opinion, especially in this day and age of our world. What was the influence behind this story and setting?
It's a I think it's a very long, and it was not as my other answers. It's not an specific point that I
I see.
thought about all of this.
I see. I
It
see. I see.
was in time. In time, my first idea was evolving
Okay.
until this, until the thing what you see now was born. So I started like I wanted to make something more more deeper concept
I see. I see.
than than because I at that time 2023 I was playing a lot of Vampire Survivors,
Okay.
other roguelikes that was very simple but very fun. And I thought I wanted to make something like that, but with a more complex uh, topic, you
I
know.
see. I see. I see. I see.
So I was reading a lot of things about mental health
I
and
see.
philosophy,
I see.
and I always thought that hey, you can mix a simple game mechanic like Vampire Survivors or Seraph Last Stand, that is other of my influence, with a deeper topic
I see.
and narrative.
I see.
So I was thinking about, yes, let's make this thing like a mix of simple mechanic with this topic. Let's see what is happening. Yeah, and in time it was evolving the idea of, hey, you can make a tower defense where you defend your mental health.
I see.
Yeah, the idea was evolving in time,
I
but
see.
that was my first concept.
I see. I see. Could you talk us about a bit more about the main hero of the game? Who is the main hero of the game? Without spoilers, of course.
Yeah, the main hero is a young girl
Okay.
that is struggling with. Uh, she's a teenager.
Okay.
She's struggling with school.
I see.
It's very difficult for her to maintain social
I
connections.
see.
So yeah, and based on that, she's suffering about anxiety and depression.
I see.
And the only thing she had, I mean, she her escape is drawing and
I see.
writing things about
I see.
her situation.
I see. I see.
And in time, we will add another characters with different context. Uh, so yeah, there will be different characters with
I see.
their own story.
I see. I see. I see. Okay. Okay. What was your favorite part of the process of making Mindkeeper so far? Or favorite parts, if there are more favorites in the process of making this game?
I think seeing my initial vision like
Okay,
materialized in this, it's very satisfying for me.
I see.
So yes, that's my favorite part, and uh, seeing the different choices you can make in the game,
I see.
like having different synergies, each with with others. It's very good. Yeah, I'm happy with some results on the game mechanic. So yeah, that's my favorite part when I'm testing and okay, this feels good. That's my favorite part.
I see. I see. What about the hardest or most challenging parts? You have spoken about your favorite parts, but what about the most challenging parts of the process of making Minekeeper so far?
There's a lot of challenge.
Okay,
I think I believe that all the other aspects of the development have been very challenged.
I
So
see, I see, I see,
I I could not pick specific only one. I mean,
I see,
there's a lot of challenge. For example, we are. I mean, I'm the only one working full time on this,
I see,
but I have two partners, my brother and my friend artist.
I see.
And being a good leader is very challenging. Uh, getting feedback of people, uh, it's also very challenging,
I see.
because you need to filter some feedback, know how to
True,
improve
true,
things.
true, true, true.
So yeah, there is a lot of challenge how to improve things that people have not found very funny. And yeah, there's a lot of challenge. I could not pick one, but yeah.
I see, I see. Speaking of players' feedback, by the way, how do you balance having your own vision but also still listening a bit to the players' feedback? So, how do you balance those two?
When I receive feedback about something is not very good,
I see,
I always think, okay, how do I improve this and keep the initial vision? I mean, I try to satisfy both things,
I see,
the vision of the game and the player satisfaction about this mechanic.
I see,
And so yeah, I always try to find the middle side of things, like some solution uh, that satisfy the both sides. You
I
know,
see, I see, I see,
the concept of the game and the player satisfaction. Yeah.
I see, I see. You also mentioned that
So
you.
yeah,
No, go for it. Go for it.
that
Sorry,
that
sorry.
that's one thing I told you that is very challenging to get on that result. It's being very difficult
I see.
because you can fail, you can try to improve and you fail,
True,
try to
true,
improve
true.
again until you get something right.
True, true, true. And sometimes it's not no point to sacrifice your own vision in order to have the players' feedback poured into the game, right? So it sometimes can also happen that you start to listen too much to
Yeah,
the players' feedback, but it takes away from your own vision, I guess.
yeah, that's right. I try to maintain both things. That player feels good with it, and I feel good with the vision
I
that
see.
is materialized very good with this change.
True, true, true. And since you have a very unique vision, it's understandable that you have to put more on the side of your own vision than the player's perspective, right? So you have to stick more to your vision than the player perspective. Because if everything would be added from the player perspective, it wouldn't be your game, right? So it wouldn't be this game,
Yeah,
this exact game that people are waiting like me for. So yeah, yeah, it's understandable.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, that's right. And I have also to. I've been trying to filter some
I see.
feedback. I try to identify if the player is really inside my target audience.
I see, I see, I see.
So it's different how I treat the feedback. If I feel that the player is my target audience, I take it very serious,
I see,
very seriously. If not my target audience, uh, not so much. I mean, I see if I can improve that based on on her or his feedback or not. So it depends if the player is inside my target audience.
I see, I see, I see, I see. Speaking of the difficulty setting of the game, what was the goal with that? So, what was your goal with the difficulty setting of your game?
Uh, I'm working on that
Okay,
yet.
okay,
Yeah, it's still work in
I
progress
see, I see,
because some people uh, some people say it's difficult, and other people saying it's slow. I mean, the progression is very slow.
I
So
see, I see,
I'm trying to increase the progression and also the difficulty because there are some phases that players say it was too difficult.
I see,
But right now, in my last update, I'm feeling that is something like easier.
I see,
So yeah, I'm trying and I'm looking for the balance on that, the difficult and the player progression
I see, I see, I see,
inside the game.
I see. But at least from my point of view, your game has to be difficult, right? It's like saving your mental health and fighting against all these monsters and like creatures. So it has to be a difficult game, right? Because if it, in another way, if it would be a very easy game that it wouldn't tie up or wouldn't, join
Yeah,
forces with hands with the theme of the game, right? So
yeah,
at least in my
yeah,
opinion,
I think the first round should be difficult
I see,
on the game. I mean, it should like let the player a good taste about the game,
I
but
see,
at the same time being difficult. And when you are unlocking things like talents, new weapons, and that, it should be more easier.
I see,
But it should take some time to until you beat the whole game.
I see,
But you can also have the another difficult tier, like it's the night mode. That should be very challenging.
I see,
And the normal mode should be like difficult in the beginning, but at some point it should be very easy if you have all the talents and the best weapon. Yeah, that will be my at least it's my vision.
I see, I see. What was the influence, by the way, behind the art style of the game? Because the game also has a very unique look and taste when it comes to the art style of the game itself. So, what was the influence behind that? If you can talk about that as well.
Yeah, yeah. In this case, I remember that I watched that Twitter post
Okay.
about an artist, and he was drawing the monster he saw on a sleep paralysis. I think is I
Okay.
don't know if I'm saying well
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it is
yeah, yeah.
like. Yeah, so he was saying things while he was on a paralysis, and he drew some monsters. I thought, hey, so cool if I could make a game with these creatures.
Nice.
And at the same time, have a friend that he's the artist, and
I see.
he he make a lot of drawings, not about this topic, but his style is. Uh, I mean, I know he can do it. I know he could do it, and I talked with him. Hey, we can do what about this idea? We can do it. I feel like your style fit well with this idea, and we can start with this again with this concept and this art style. And yeah, that's how it was born because thanks to that Twitter post.
I see. I see. Have you talked, by the way, with this person on one whom you saw
Not
the
yet,
Twitter post? You
not
have
yet.
to. You have to. Homework timers where you will see.
Yeah,
You have to. You
yeah.
have to.
I had a time with him. I followed him on Instagram,
I see.
and he followed me back.
Oh,
But
okay, okay. So he probably
I,
knows about your game then. Yeah.
yeah. I think he knows about the game, but I did not told him that I started this
You have to. You have
art
to. You have
style.
to. You have
Yeah,
to. Yeah.
yeah. Thanks to him.
True. 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 Nice. Very nice story. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. So throughout the process, by the way, of working on this exact game, Mindkeeper, was there anything that you needed to cut out from the game? And if your answer is yes, could you reuse those cut out things from your game on the process of making it?
And no, I'm not sure. I've been cut off some things.
Okay, okay.
I reworked a lot of things.
I see, I see,
Yeah, I try to not remove anything. I just reworking things that I feel don't feel doesn't fit in the game.
I see,
But yeah, I did not discard anything. I'm reworking things that I feel like should be improved.
I see.
Yeah. For example, in the first version, uh, you had a lot. You had some structures, and when the enemies destroyed all the structure, you lost the game.
I see,
And I rework it now that when monster destroy your central structure, yeah, that is your ring, you lose the game. So it's
I
more
see,
now. It's more like a tower defense
I see,
when
I
your
see,
center structure is destroyed.
I
So
see,
yeah, things have been reworked in time.
I see, I see, I see, I see. Okay. I believe, by the way, that all of us creators who create our own craft, we always tend to put our inner self into the craft we make, even if it's about experiencing loss, love, sad, or happy moments in our past life. Is this statement of mine true for your work when you work on Mindkeeper? And if your answer is yes, what examples could you bring us to the table? What examples could you name?
Yeah,
Okay.
my answer is yes.
Okay. Okay.
For example, uh, sometimes when I'm struggling with life,
I see.
I think that's the best moment to write the narrative of the game.
Okay.
So I take my phone and start writing some ideas for the story. And I'm trying to write phrases that touch the people,
I
the
see.
feelings of the people,
I see. I see. I see.
and I'm trying not to tell just simple an story,
I see.
but like it was, if it was like music lyrics
I see.
where you write something that is not very specific, but people can feel what it's trying to tell you,
I see.
you know.
I see. I
So
see.
it's not like very it's not things will not be won't be very specific. Instead, I will like tell you like some phrases
I see.
that people will see what it means.
I see. I see. I see. If you don't mind me asking this very personal question, why mental health and securing mental health got very important for you with this topic of the game, right? Because it's like we talked about it, it's a very interesting and very important topic, in my opinion, to discuss, even if it's about a video game, even if it's about a book, any pieces or forms of arts or a movie or a music, like you told us, why it got so important for you and what's additional like life happenings could you add from your life to this story? Like you mentioned that you always write down your stories when it's a sad moment in your life, and I respect that because I believe that all the best stories I came from like the worst times of our life, right? So it's what makes
Yeah.
us human, and it's what like teaches us how to improve ourselves and how to get over with those very sad moments in our lives. So what examples could you name? Of course, if you don't mind me asking this question, because it's, in my opinion, it's a very personal question. So of course you can say you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I was reading a lot of this topic,
I see. I see.
and yeah, it's the idea is more gamification about
I
this
see.
topic.
I see.
So it's more like creative things,
I
a
see.
creative thing,
I see.
but for sure, I put my own touch
I see.
on it
I see.
with my past experience, you
I
know.
see. I see.
So yeah, the story have some personal things
I see.
I have passed, or
I see.
some stories I read from other people, or other people I don't know, but I read their story. Uh, yeah, so I think it's a mix of everything, but in general, yeah, I think some moments, not exactly my, it's not my actual moment,
I see.
but in the past I put my all my experience on this. But most important is like things I believe,
I see.
because if you check the game, you have some power ups that you can choose. So all these power ups are things you can do or things you can feel in your life,
I see.
and all the power ups, uh, the effect of these power ups is how I see they can affect
I see.
your
I see.
life.
I see. I see. I see.
So, for example, you have love, fury,
I see.
and it's more like more than my experience. It's more than it's more like a vision
I see.
of this sentiment, how they affect your life,
I see.
or how they have affected me. For example, fury decrease your health,
I see.
but it's important. I still believe that it's important because could help you at some moments, because give you in the game, give you more attack power. So it's a sentiment that you can get help, but in the long term, it could be harmful for yourself.
I see. I
You know, so
see.
mm, to conclude about this, is like the story is influenced by my past experience. I mean, probably all you will read on the game story is about past thing on my life or the life of other people that told me their story,
I see.
and everything else is more than, it's not really an experience, a personal experience. It's more like how I see things, or what I my personal belief about these
I see.
sentiments in your life,
I see. I
you
see.
know. So yeah, it's more about that.
I see. I see. Thank you. Thank you, by the way, for your honesty. I appreciate that. I appreciate that about this topic of
You're
your
welcome.
honesty. Thank you. Thank you. So you mentioned like having all these power ups in your game. How many power ups, by the way, are you planning to add for the full launch of the game? So how many power ups will be able to consume by the players in your game?
I think if believe we have 40 power ups
Okay.
right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
In the full game, you will have this for same power ups, but
I see.
you have some additional ones that are unlocked
I see.
by selecting this power up. So it's like some deck building that you will do. depending on your decision. For example, six power up of the same. I mean, you select 6 times this same card of this power up will unlock you a powerful one or
I
not so
see.
powerful.
I see.
But it depends, yeah, on what you're choosing. For example, as I told you, like Fury have some consequence in the long term. So if you select too many times Fury, you will get a new power up that is won't be very well or more powerful.
I see.
So I'm planning to add like 15 new power ups, but these are like uh power ups that you will unlock on time depending on your decisions.
I see. I see.
So for the early access release, I think will be 50, 55. Yeah.
I see. I see. You've spoken about like player choices affecting the gameplay, but I'm interested in, will the player choices also affect the story of the main game, like the
Yeah.
very own story?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, there is the narrative is a dynamic narrative
I see. Okay.
depending of your choice
Okay.
on the power ups. For example, if you choose Fury, the character will tell you the story more based on that sentiment,
I
you know.
see. I see.
So it's the basic same context, but the story will derive depending on your choice on different sentiments. So it's like building a personality. So if your choice is Fury, the character will seem like more like an aggressive person
I see. I see. I see. I see. I
or
see.
person that have a lot of hatred.
I see.
So it will, I think, still, I did not see any player notice that, realizing that the story will change depending on the power of selection. So yeah, that's about it. If you choice your choice are love or other sentiment, the story will not change a lot, but the tone of the writing will change. So it's different. It's like building, as I told you, building a personality.
Personality. Yeah. Yeah. I see. I see. Okay. Okay. What about the musical score part or the soundtrack part of the game? Could you talk us about bits too?
Yeah, it's starting like very green.
Okay.
Like
Okay. Okay.
it's like yeah, something that I'm trying to build something like it's very atmospheric.
I see.
So yeah, it's like trying to put the players in the context of more like a dreaming or a
I see.
nightmare.
I see. I see. I see.
So it's that. But as the days are progressing in the game, yeah, we are trying to put something more fast, like a fast paced, like more action,
I see.
but trying to keep the horror tone. So yeah, yeah, that's the point of the music, like trying to set yourself in a nightmare.
I see. I see. Again, a more personal question from me would be, how have you changed as a person in other territories of your own life from being a game developer for so many years? Like you mentioned, 10 plus years is a lot of years, right? So, what changes were there in your life from being a game developer in other territories of your own life, in your personal life? If there were, of course, any changes.
I think I am more resilient now
Okay.
after facing this
Okay.
challenge. Uh, yeah, and also I have more, thanks to my keeper, I have more knowledge about this sentiment,
I see.
how they affect you,
I see.
and how how they are good or bad. But a good lesson is that all sentiments are important, even what even those sentiments that people feel like they are wrong, and in fact
True.
they might be wrong, but they are needed for us. I mean, there is a reason for them to exist, you know.
True. Like they are
Yeah,
combining each other, right, into the mix of everything that we are.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, they exist for a reason, and they are important. So yeah, but you need to control all of them. That's the point of Mindkeeper.
I see.
Yeah, I'm trying to apply that to my personal life.
I see. Did you always, by the way, have this mentality that you are interested in these topics, or was it until you started working on Minekeeper that you started focusing more on these
Uh,
topics?
I'm focusing more on this topic like in the past 3 to 2 years.
I see.
So yeah, my interest on this topic is, made me work on this game.
I see.
So because uh, I was looking for, okay, I need an idea to make my game when I start my full-time indie game dev career. But before this, I thought I would do it sci-fi roguelike, but at some point I thought that, hey, this is a nice topic to make a game. It's very original. I mean, not many people is doing a game about this. So I think some unique could be born from this. Uh, yeah, uh, that's it.
I see. Okay. You have spoken about also as well how to, or that you are working in a team with your friend and your brother, right? And you're the boss of this company. Do you believe in perfect synergy between team members, or is it something that develops out through the process of working together?
The second one is
Okay.
developed in the process.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's one of the challenge. Like,
yeah, you mentioned that.
know, yeah, know your teammates and know how it's better to work with them.
I see.
And yes, uh, that's why being a good leader, I think, is very difficult because you need to deal with human beings.
True.
You have to know them, what is their potential and their weakness,
I see.
and align all of these things.
I see. From all those projects, by the way, before you started working on Mindkeeper, that you were working on as well as games, what was your favorite project to work on, and why?
Mindkeeper is
Mindkeeper.
my yeah, it's
Okay.
my I believe personally, I think it's the best game I've been working on.
Okay.
Some people might think other games are more fun. I mean, other games I've been working on, but uh, first I started this project because I believe the idea was very good,
I see.
and right now I still believe that the game is very good. I
I believe
started
so.
because
So it's true that you are saying that it's your favorite. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I, I think if it was not my favorite, I have dropped the project at some point.
I see.
But I continue working on this because I believe it's very good. It's the best project I've been working so far. So yeah, yeah, it's the final is my best project until now in my life.
I see. You also mentioned at the very beginning of our interview that you will, or you are planning to add more characters with their own personal stories to the game. Are you planning to add them for the full launch, or are they going to be like free updates or DLCs in the future after the full launch?
Uh, yeah. For the full launch, I mean, I am planning an early access launch.
Okay.
That will not be the full launch.
I see.
And after the early access, I want to add these new characters.
See.
And my plan is that for the full launch, you have all these characters. Won't be so many, but like three characters, three different characters.
I see.
Will be good. And yeah, for the full launch, I hope you can have the three characters. For the early access, we will have only one. After that, I will update this game with new characters and new things. So yeah, that's the plan.
I see. Speaking of early access, by the way, what is the release date planned for the game for its early access? Or it's a spoiler time and you cannot talk about that?
Yeah, it's a spoiler I cannot talk about, but probably we'll have an announcement soon.
Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. Are you planning to release your game on other platforms as well, not just PC, by the way? So consoles, maybe.
Hopefully, Nintendo Switch is a console. Like I would like to have Minekeeper there.
I see.
Yeah. So my plan or my desire is Steam or PC or a platform from PC and Nintendo Switch.
I see. And what about the physical editions? Are you planning to have any physical edition or physical copy for your game that people can buy?
Not planning, but it will be really nice to have.
I see.
I mean, if it's possible, finally we will have a physical copy of the game.
Okay, I see. As for all of your projects that you've been working so far, and also Minekeeper, how hard or how easy it is for you to leave the past project behind and to start working on another project, a new one? So from all of those experiences that you have in your bag now, all of those games that you worked on, and additionally on your very personal game, how hard for you was it to like work on another project, then leave it behind when you finished working on that project, and then start working on a new one? Or how easy it was, if it was easy for you? Of course, mentally, mentally.
Okay. So you mean when I started Minekeeper or on
no, like before working on Minekeeper? Since you mentioned that you worked on so many games before Minekeeper, how hard or how easy it was to like finish a project, then move to another one, How hard or easy was it for you mentally to like leave behind the past projects and start working on a new one?
It was mentally, it was very easy. I mean,
okay.
In fact, at some point when I was working for a long time on one project, I felt like I need to work on a different project.
I see.
Because it was like I was burning out. I was suffering from burnout when I was working for too long on the same project, that I started to not feel patient for that project.
I see.
And it's something that is not happening with Minekeeper. I mean, I've been working on this for 2 years, and I feel like I did not lose any patience working on this, but yeah, it's happening for past project when I was working as a freelance developer. At some point, I feel like, hey, I need to move to another project.
I see.
Yeah, it's basically a different thing that you mentioned. I mean, it's not affecting me. It's saving me. It's helping to move to another project.
True. But it's understandable because it's your passionate project, right? It's your passion project, and you love it. You love working on this because it's basically you in the game, right? Or you are the game, right? So that you're making.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
True. What about the near or the far future? Are you planning to work on other video games after the full launch of Minekeeper? So do you have any other plans in your mind, in the back of your mind, that, hey, okay, it's Mindkeeper, but in the future there are some ideas in my head clicking that I would like to also make them into a full game.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, finally I want to work on new games in the
Okay,
future.
okay, okay.
I have I have some ideas. They are not very like it's just on my head and the top of my head,
I
but
see, I see, I see.
I have not decided for a specific one.
I
It's
see.
just some planning. I mean, Minekeeper was born in a game jam, so who knows that in a future game
True, true,
jam
true.
I start with a different idea that is not right now on the top of my head.
True,
So
true, true, true.
let's see what happens in the future. But finally, I want to make new games
I see.
that. But my my idea is that they should be very original, like Minekeeper. I mean, very unique, like this one. I mean, something that no other people is doing.
True, true,
You know.
true. And I think that you will be able to keep maintaining these very unique ideas because it's you, like I said, it's you in the games, right? So you always wanted this to happen and now you are here making your own games. Basically making you
Yeah.
into games. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. How your perspective as a player, by the way, changed from being a game developer for so many years? So how it has affected your play style or player's perspective now that you play games?
And finally, I feel like I'm a worse player now
Why?
than I
Why do
was.
you say that?
I mean, I don't know, but it's like that people that study cinema,
Okay.
and they feel like they don't enjoy the movies,
I see.
like so it's happening. It's the same, and I think it's not very good to feel like that. And I'm trying to really enjoy games.
I see.
But in terms like my skill for some competitive multiplayer game, right now I'm very bad for that because I don't have the time
I see. I see.
I
I
had
see.
before.
I see.
But at it's depending of the game,
I see. I see.
because for example, if before I was playing a lot of
Okay.
Dota, World of Warcraft,
Okay.
and I enjoyed a lot of PvP on those games.
I see.
But right now it's very frustrating because I'm very bad for PvP right now.
I see.
But single player games, I think I'm enjoying more of single player games right now than before.
I see.
So yeah, I have changed a lot of a player because at some moment of my life before starting working on game development, I was really looking for enjoy PvP on those games.
I see.
And right now, I don't want to do it. At least for now, I don't want to do
I see. I see.
any PvP game. I'm just enjoying the experience on single player games.
I see. See. Can you see yourself, by the way, speaking of the multiplayer and PvP parts of the game or PvP games, can you see yourself adding any like cooperative or multiplayer aspect to Minekeeper or to work on a fully cooperative or PvP oriented game in the future? Can you see yourself doing that?
I can see doing the co-op on Minekeeper
Okay.
depending of the player feedback.
Okay. Okay.
If people want me to add that, I probably will work on that.
I see.
Working on a full PvP multiplayer game, I don't think so. At least right now.
I see.
So yeah, that's it.
I see. I see. Okay, before I will ask some more questions, is there anything that you would like to add to our conversations that I might miss asking, or you might haven't talked about but you would like to, since we here talked about a lot of topics. So before I will ask some more questions and we'll go deeper into the chat questions as well, is there anything that you would like to add about anything about your past experience, about Mindkeeper, personal life as a game developer?
Well, I think you cover all the things very well.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's all. I don't feel like I had to add anything more.
Okay. Let me know if you can think about anything. Okay, before I ask some more questions, let us know, ladies and gentlemen, if there is any more question. Let us know. Hardrack is asking, do you include Steam Deck support?
Sorry, can you?
Are you planning to add Steam Deck support?
Yeah, I think, yeah, in fact, last week I updated the resolution support for Steam Deck, and it's a work in progress.
Okay. Thank you for the question from Hardrack, and thank you for the answer as well. Okay, let me read back the chat. As well. Garik, I hope that I'm pronouncing your name right, says, I like Mindkeeper very much. I also showed it to my wife. She's a gamer, but also a professional therapist. She said that it is a very interesting concept and is quite accurate in mental health department. Oh, thank you for that.
I'm very happy to hear that, because I always curious on what would a therapist think, what will a therapist say about this concept and this game. So it makes me very happy to hear that. I mean, all in the game is my personal belief, so I don't know if I'm wrong or if I'm right. But I like to hear that. Like to hear that I'm on the right path.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Oh, okay, Dmitry. Okay. Yeah, he said that. By the way, I'm Dmitry. Tailgate developer is just my very old account I'm watching from. Thank you for that. Yo, Ramp. Yeah, he's also a developer. Yeah.
Yeah, I know about his game.
Okay.
I follow him on Twitter. He's very good.
Nice. Hedrex said, nice update for the Steam Deck, by the way. Thanks, Juan. Thank you for saying that. Dmitry is also asking, so Garrick from the chat, do you have any ideas for future games or try to focus on the current project? Oh yeah, I asked this before, but yeah.
Yeah, not a specific. I mean, I have some ideas on the top of my head, but nothing very elaborated.
Okay.
I mean, nothing very specific.
Okay.
But I try to just focus on the game because thinking too much on other ideas, I think it's another form of procrastination.
True.
So you know that some game devs always say that, hey, I have another idea and starting a side project. I don't have a side project because I'm 100% on this game. And I believe that to make it work, you have to be 100% on this idea and this project.
True.
After I finish this, I will think about other things. I mean, it's of course in my spare time, some ideas come to my head, but I don't focus too much on other things. I just 100% on this game.
I see. Okay. Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? No, it's okay, Garrick. It's okay. Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? Any more questions? Let us know. Let us know. Please let us know if there is any more question. Any more question? Bármilyen kérdés, hölgyek, urak? Any more question? Let us know. Garik said, yeah, I agree. Thanks. Thank you for your answer. Okay, I will read back the chat. I will also share the Steam page of your game, because I did that in my Discord, but I will do it here in the stream chat as well, so people can wishlist and take a look if they have not seen it. Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? Any more questions? So going back to the past while we are waiting for any more questions from the chat, like you mentioned, you work on other games before Mindkeeper. What kind of games have you been working for other companies? What type of games?
Most of them were mobile games.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so a lot of match 3 games.
I see.
Before Mindkeeper, I was 2 years working on medical simulation.
Okay.
So not a game, but I was working on Unity and doing game dev, not for a game, but for a simulation.
I
see. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, but it was connecting to another question you asked me before. Is like,
okay,
mobile games are not really my passion, so that's why it was easy for me to move to.
It wasn't like your passion projects, right? It was just work, we could say, and the learning experience.
Yeah, because what I love from games is that they are a form of art, you know?
Yeah.
I don't believe mobile games are games, but they are not very.
I agree with you on that. Yeah, most of them are not really games. Yeah, they're just cash cows that we can say, right?
Yeah, so it's like
they are built to have ads in them and built to have like this very like addicting style of that you have to play it again and again and again without everything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's like a casino.
True. Gambling.
So yeah, exactly. And I like more like games that they are when they are an art, a form of art. And I think PC games are really a form of art, and console games for sure.
True. I see. Okay. From those experiences that you have in your bag now from working on so many games and your personal project as well, what would be your own advice for those people who work in the video game industry or they have started working on their current project, personal project? What would be your advice for these people?
My best advice is not stop on doing what you are doing.
Okay.
I mean, finish. First advice is not stop and finish the development. Yeah, because the biggest failure will be to not finish the game. You know.
True.
Yeah, that's my best advice.
I see. Any more questions, by the way, ladies and gentlemen? Any more questions before I ask some more questions? Bármilyen más kérdés, hölgyek, urak? Any more questions? Let us know. You mentioned, by the way, at the very beginning of our interview that it was always a dream of yours for pursuing that you would like to make your own games, right? Your own personal games, forms of art. Now that you are making Mindkeeper, do you feel like you are at the right place, right time in your life, that you're happy that now you had and have this opportunity to make this game that is very close and very important for you?
Yeah, I'm in the right place right now. Uh, the In fact, I want to sustain
I see. I see.
this place in time, you know.
I see.
So that's my only concern right now. Concern right now that keep doing what I've been doing for
I
the
see.
past year, for the near future at least.
I see.
So yeah.
I see. You also have spoken about like switching from having a very stable job in order to be a full-time game developer. Was it a scary decision? Because I know that you were very hyped and very happy that finally you can work on your own game, right? But was it also a scary decision to take, a scary move to start? To switch
Uh,
from a very stable background of working for others, other companies, and then switch to be your own boss?
a bit scary, but
Okay.
uh, I think well, the good thing is like being a freelance is not so stable. And the good thing is like I get used to that
I
instability,
see.
you know.
I see. I see. I see. I see.
So
So it's like
I
a
mean,
wave, right? So it's like
yeah,
never stable.
exactly. Yeah, but you have afford that waves
I see.
because in this journey you will have your lows and your heights,
True. 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 True.
and you have to have the good mentality to yeah, to navigate on those waves.
True.
And working as a freelance, I was at some point at the beginning I was not financially too stable,
I see.
but in the last 2 years I was in a good position,
I
so
see.
that's why I could start Minekeeper.
I see.
But those past experience when I was struggling with money made me made me more like stronger, and I could afford this experience
I see.
that where I will not receive any money for some time. So yeah, uh, at some point it's very good that you get used to not be so stable on your life.
I see.
So for me, it's very important to yeah to fight with some lows on your life because being an indie dev is full of lows.
True.
So yeah,
True.
it's important.
True. And like you mentioned, it's always like having those bad situations in your life that you can write the best stories from, right? And to learn from those stories to grow as a person and to keep
Yeah,
being there in your passion projects and work on them. Okay.
yeah. So basically, you need to fight and struggle to to do the things
You
you
would like
want
to do,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because not easy to being indie game developer
True.
when you are starting your first game. Yeah, you are not famous, so I
True.
need to build everything from zero,
You will
and
be,
it's a
you
big
will be, I'm
challenge.
sure, you will be. With these
Thank,
kind of ideas, I'm sure. You just have to push. And marketing, of course, marketing. I cannot tell
yeah,
everyone
yeah,
enough that marketing is like, especially in this day and age, is very important. Like even if you have a very good, very unique idea, you have to market it. So yeah.
thank you for your words.
Thank you.
So yeah, yeah, I need to. You need to fight that. Just keep doing what you're doing and being more resilient.
True, 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 true. Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? Any more questions? Bármilyen kérdés, hölgyek, urak? I posted the Steam page link, by the way, of Mindkeeper, so everyone who haven't wishlisted it so far, please do. It's a really unique and very nice, awesome game, so please do that. And yeah, let us know if you have any questions regarding to the game or any topic that we have discussed here. Let us know, let us know, let us know. I will wait for a bit, and if you do not have any questions, then I will ask some more closing questions. Let us know, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know. Any more questions? Bármilyen kérdés, hölgyek, urak? One thing that I haven't asked, by the way, as we talked about marketing, or I brought up the marketing topic, how hard or how easy it is for you to market your game, to promote your game. How do you feel about it?
I feel like marketing is a bit unfair.
Okay.
But you just need to be constant.
I see. Okay.
Sometimes it seems to work, and other times not. So yeah, the best way to afford this is like being constant.
I see.
For me, for example, when I do a Twitter post, sometimes I work hard on making the video, and hey, I believe that people will like that, but when I post, it's like nothing special happens. And other times, it's like, hey, I will do a new post just to be constant.
It blows
That
up.
post receive, yeah, it goes up and receive a lot of feedback. So yeah,
It's
I
again this wave, right, that you get used
yeah,
to.
yeah. So it's like you don't know what will happen. Just be
True.
constant and expect to 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 get a good things on at some point. Uh, so yeah, that's it. Is just I don't know. I don't feel like receiving a lot of visibility or a lot of traction. Uh, but uh, you know, right now it's like okay, it will be like it is what it is. I'm doing my best, working on this, I'll market this. Let's see what is the result. So yeah, that's my mentality right now.
And I respect that
Uh,
because yeah, on a constant level, if you promote your game, you will get there eventually to be visible for players. Because the algorithm of these social media platforms are very messed up, so it's very hard to like, even if you are constant with like always posting every day, all
yeah,
hours, it will be very hard to reach those numbers that you would like to. Because like I said, the algorithm is messed up and like yeah.
yeah.
It's like not a
So
fair play
yeah,
anymore, but it's a whole another topic in my opinion. So yeah.
yeah. So absolutely. I received very good feedback on Reddit more than on Twitter. But Reddit is, I feel like it's more complicated
I see.
because, I mean, there are some rules that don't make sense at all. Uh, so I still prefer Twitter,
I see.
but I make some Reddit post like every month.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. I see. Okay. Garrick also asked this question. By the way, how did Steam Next Fest worked for you? Are you satisfied with the results? Met your expectations?
Uh, Talking about the result on the about my game receiving wishlist being more visible, not really.
Okay.
I received like a few hundred wishlist.
I see.
I
I
don't
see.
remember, can't remember well, but like 300. 300. I expected more, but I received a lot of good feedback
I
from the
see.
game
I see.
because there was a lot of players playing the demo.
I see.
So in terms of speaking about receiving feedback, this was very good.
I see.
Speaking about wishlist, not bad, but for example, I was on the OTK Winter Game Expo, and it was way better than Next Fest.
I see.
Um, but still very good. I mean, I receive a lot of feedback. Some people play the game. They contact me. They told me that they like the game. They love the game. So it was a good experience. Uh, but honestly, I expected like more people coming and wishlist the game.
I see. I see.
But yeah, so I would say I'm in the middle side. I mean, not completely like the amount of people, but it's still very good.
I see. And also to add to this topic, in my opinion, wishlists are not always guaranteed the success, right? Because if a lot of people wishlist the game, it doesn't mean that they will buy it, right? Because if it like
Yeah.
1 year's passed, they might be forgetting about a lot of games because they like wishlisted 1,000 games, and to maintain all the games in their head, it takes like effort,
Yeah.
and being
Yeah,
active
that's
in the
right.
video game industry. So yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, and in fact, I've been researching. It's like some games had a lot of wish list, and the launch was not very well, or at
True,
least as
true,
they
true,
expected.
true, true, true.
For other games, they started with very few wish
Wish
lists.
list.
They were improving the game in
True,
time. And at some point, they were performing better.
true, true.
And my conclusion is like, yeah, wish lists are very important for your game being more visible.
True,
But I think the best thing to promote your game is streamers
true, true,
playing
true,
your game.
true,
I
true, true,
think that's way better.
true, true.
Uh,
Because
so
that's the top
yeah,
of the food chain, we could say, in the media, right? In the
exactly,
media outlet. Because mostly people
exactly.
watch videos
Yeah,
or streamers playing the game. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Because I've been researching a lot. Some games they were struggling with wishlists because, for example, some games are very good, but they don't have graphics that
I see.
they can make a hook
I
from
see.
the graphics. So, but when a content creator play their game and like their game, so that's life changing.
True,
That's
true, true,
me. And so people know the game and start playing the game, and they are performing very well in terms of player sales. So
true,
yeah.
true, very true, very true. Yeah. Yeah. Garrick said that thank you for your answer. And yeah, wishlist count, but the fresher they are, the mass, the better. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Thank you, by the way. So before I will ask a closing question, is there anything that you would like to add to this whole conversation about everything that we talked here in this episode of my Dev Live show that you would like to speak
Uh,
about or talk about?
yeah, well, talking about the last thing we were talking about, it's like right now I'm not sure if the game will take like I don't think the game will be played by a massive amount of people,
Okay, okay.
but I'm feeling very happy to that uh, a group of people sending me good feedback about the game, that they like the game, and they are people that I did not know before. So they install the demo and they like it, and that their words means a lot for me. So I think I'm very happy uh, with receiving good feedback for few people, you know.
I see. I see.
So yeah, so I'm still hopefully a lot of people will buy the game, but if not,
I'm
if
sure. I'm sure. It
I
just takes, like you said, constant work and posting and marketing.
yeah,
I'm sure. I'm sure because your game is there. So it's not about now the
yeah,
game's quality. It's there. It's there. It's just you have to promote it and
yeah,
market it, and that's all.
Yeah, but even if that don't happen,
It will. It will.
I
I'm sure. I'm
still
sure. I'm sure.
it's still very good that knowing that I touch some people
True.
and
True.
they like it and they play my game. So it's very, very good.
True. 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 Garrick said, I asked a lot of game dev lately about their conversation and it dropped significantly in the last couple of years, like 10-15% of wishlist convert to sales, and it's not the worst result. Some fade, bro. I'm sure it's going to be great. Yeah, see, not just me telling this, but others in the chat.
Thank
So
you.
have faith, have faith.
Thank
You
you.
have to have that faith on that wave, right? That you are surfing on.
Yeah,
You have
that's
to.
right.
You
That's
have to.
right.
You have to have that. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for that for those words.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for those words as well from the chat as well. Yeah. So my closing question, by the way, would be: what would be the core message that you always wanted to give with Mindkeeper to the people, to the players, to the consumers of this game? We talked about it a bit, but what would be, if you have to summarize like a core message with which you always wanted to like have it be or there in your game, what would be that message that you would like to give to the players as a form of art and its message, right? What would be that?
Yeah. Well, there are not only one,
Okay,
but for example, I put a lot of message in the game,
I see, I see.
and one is that uh, you have to think about the long term
Okay,
much more than the short term.
okay.
This words for game dev. You need to always look for the long term
True,
success,
true,
uh, not for not for the short time. I mean, always the priority should be always the long term
true,
in 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 game dev and also in personal life. I mean, look forward for the long term.
true, true. Why do you think, by the way, from this topic, a lot of people are not maintaining their long-term goals, but only short-term goals? Like, if I look around, I know a lot of people, even my friends, who are just focused on very short-term goals and short-term decisions. Why is that? So why people's mental is totally now focused around like very short-term decisions and goals? What could be the causing
Uh,
effect behind that? What do you think about that?
Probably many things, but one that is on the top of my head is social media.
Okay, okay. I
The
agree with that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, social media is like uh, they are trying to sell some something like short-term success,
True.
like enjoy today and don't care about tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so for me that's a negative message,
Agree
like
with you on that. Yeah.
just enjoy today and don't care about tomorrow. It's like at least it's not my point of view, it's not
True.
my mentality.
True. 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 Thank you again, by
So
the way, for your honesty about this
thanks.
topic.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Garrick said, by the way, got around. Was nice to meet you and see you on Twitter. Rooting for your game. Thank you for that. Thank you, and thank you everyone who joined us in the chat as well with questions and being here, watching and hearing us speak about Mindkeeper and everything else. And thank you, by the way, Juan, that you joined us for today's episode. It was really my pleasure and honor to have you and to speak with you with honesty about every topic that we talked about. Like I said, I will need some more of your minutes off stream, but for those who are watching us online via Twitch stream or will be watching back the VOD on Twitch or on YouTube, thank you for joining us for today's episode. Don't forget promotion time. Don't forget to wishlist Mindkeeper. Be on the lookout for the early access. Share your feedback on any social media then with which you can reach our developer, our friend here. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining us for today's episode, everyone. And 1, 2, thank you. Have a great day or night, depending where you live. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye.